Hi everyone, I'm Susan Brady. Thank you for joining me today. Exercise. It's probably one of the most essential aspects of bone health. Our bones need resistive exercises. When we build muscle, it in turn helps to build our bone. We also need balance exercises. Improving our coordination and our stability helps to decrease our risk of falls. And we need impact exercises. When we mechanically load through our bones, it helps to stimulate new bone formation. So impact exercises include things like jumping and jogging, running, court sports like playing tennis, climbing stairs, dancing, hiking. Basically any activity where the foot hits the ground forcefully is going to create a stress on the bones, and the bones are going to respond by building new bone cells, which in turn makes the bones more dense and stronger. But here's the thing. When we mature in age, it gets a little harder on our joints and our spine to jog and jump. So many of us then turn to and rely on walking as our main form of exercise. But walking is considered a low impact exercise. So now the question is walking enough to optimize bone health? And the answer is, it depends. It depends on the amount of stress and impact you create when your foot hits the ground. If you are out walking leisurely in the morning around the neighborhood, just taking a stroll, or you're walking your dog who wants to stop and sniff every other minute, then that walking is probably not enough to maintain or build muscle strength. To build muscle strength and to build bone, it's recommended that you do some kind of fast walking or power walking 3 or more miles several times a week. Now, however, there's another caveat to exercise and bone density, and that is that our bones accommodate to exercise, meaning they adapt in strength and in density to meet the demands of the exercise that they are doing. So if you're walking at the same pace, the same amount of time, the same route, your bones are only going to get strong enough to handle that particular exercise. So if you're doing the same exercise every single day, your bones are only going to get so strong. And to truly build your bones, you need to be switching up your exercises. You need to be continually challenging your bones. You need to switch up your routine, your speed, change the load through the bones to truly stimulate new bone formation. So today I want to share with you a couple ways that you can change up your walking routine to help it become a better bone building routine. So the first thing you need to do is pick up the pace. You need to be walking faster and more powerful. And one thing I like to recommend to my clients that are just starting a walking program is to do what I call mailbox sprints. So if you live in a neighborhood with mailbox, between the first 2 mailbox you walk leisurely, and then between the next 2 mailbox you pick up the pace and you walk with a little bit more pace and power. And you do that throughout the neighborhood until you can then extend the distance that you do a stronger power walk. Also, find some hills. When we go up hills and we go down hills, our foot hits the pavement in different ways, which creates different forces through the bone. Also, for fun, periodically change up your walking pattern. So you can walk with higher knees and marching, you can sidestep, and if you've got good coordination and balance, you can also do some braiding, that weaving type walking pattern. So change up the pattern that you're using when you're walking. And lastly, add some weights. I am a big fan of weighted vests because they increase the load and the force through the bones. And there was actually a study published in the journal Rheumatology International, and they found that women wearing weight vests, walking 30 minutes 3 times a day, actually stimulated bone formation. It helped to increase lean muscle mass and improved dynamic balance in postmenopausal women with osteoporosis. So this happens to be my favorite weight vest. It's through a company called Challenge Weighted Workout Wear, and there are a lot of different reasons why I really like this vest. The first thing is it's made for a woman. It fits a woman. It fits our contour. It fits snugly. It's not big and bulky and loose, so it's not going to move around and jostle as you exercise, which could throw off your balance and make you fall, or it could also injure your spine. I also like the fact that it's a variable weight vest. The weights are only 1/4 pound, okay? So they're really thin, they're really flexible. Each weight is 1/4 pound, and that's really important because when you're wearing a weight vest, you want to start what we call low and slow and only increase weights in small increments. So 1/4 pound, 1/2 pound at the most. Next, it has several pockets throughout the vest, both in the front of the vest, as well as the back of the vest, as well as on the shoulder pads, so you can evenly distribute the weights around the entire vest to make sure you're getting even loading through the body. I also like the fact that it has this abdominal strap on it, which helps to transfer the weight from the shoulders into the trunk. And then finally, I like the fact that it's not big and bulky, so it can easily fit under a jacket or under a t-shirt or a sweatshirt, and you're not going to be wearing this huge, big, bulky weight vest. So if you're interested in adding a weight vest to your walking program, I would highly recommend this vest, and I'm going to go ahead and put the link to this vest in the comments section. And for my listeners, if you put in the code Brady when you go to checkout, you'll get $10 off, and you'll also get free shipping on the product. So again, I'll put the link to the comments section of this video. And if you are going to start using a weight vest, I also highly recommend that you check out my blog where I give you some guidance on how to use the weight vest correctly, how to increase weights in the appropriate manner. So walking is certainly a great exercise. It's convenient, it's safe, it's fairly easy on our joints. It helps to improve our balance, our cardiovascular system. However, if you want walking to also be bone building, you really need to change it up and add some challenge to it. Now, having said that, if you've broken a bone or at a high risk of fracture, please consult your healthcare practitioner or a physical therapist before starting any exercise routine. They can help you determine what exercises are appropriate for you, where to start, and how to progress. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you get out in the good weather and start doing some walking, and take some of my tips and add a little bit of challenge to your walking program. And I look forward to connecting with you again next week.